today I'm going to matchmake UFC 326, but not like these other YouTubers. I'm going to make it as worst as possible because I'm ahead of the curve. These guys put like DDP versus Allen on this card, like Prates versus Morales also. Like, nah, bro, this is going to be the worst possible card of all time. Like, so these are the rules I set myself. I can easily put like, WMMA fights all over the main card and like random contender series fighters, but no, on the main card I'm going to put all ranked fighters and all men because we are all sexist here. In the prelims I'm not going to add any contender series fighters or any debutants. So yeah, there's going to be all ranked fighters in the main card, and also on the prelims it's going to be all established fighters, but it can be ranked or not ranked, and also can also be women because we are not sexist here. Okay, first off we have Lucas Bresky versus Austin Lane. When we think of the worst of the UFC, we think immediately to the heavyweight division, and these two guys are the absolute worst of it. We have, so yeah, Lucas Bresky, the peak of heavyweight MMA. But he did have a win against Walter Walker. We did actually age well, except for the part where you realize he got laid on for like 80% of the fight, and he win by damage, which is like good, but like, yeah. And also like Austin Lane, his only win is against the Spain when he also Lane played him, which like, oh no, you know what that means, boarding Lane pre-decision. But the problem is, both of these guys has absolute horrid chins, so that could mean a knockout, which is like, we don't want that, we don't want a knockout. What the heck, we came here for garbage, and the next fight is guaranteed garbage. Lolliopoulos versus Santa Claus. Okay, when you think of Bolshev, we think, oh, he's fun striking, he's fun dancing, but also horrible ground game. Like kind of stand up, always like kind of defend takedowns, and Lolliopoulos always searching for the takedowns. But the problem with him is that he is just laying down, just blanketing him. No, like he used to go for heel hooks a lot, has a few heel hook swings, but he just turned into like a blanket fighter, like no ground and pound, no subs. Yeah, in this last fight, completely, I forgot his name, like just laid on him and lost by decision because his opponent did more damage. So yeah, but like there's a slight chance that Bolshev may like, make this a fun fight, but I don't think so. So yeah. But just in case that maybe these two fights end up with like, I don't know, spinning heel kick in like the first 10 seconds, let's take all that momentum away. With the next fight, we have Thomas Peterson versus Alan Fry. I originally had this as Peterson versus Louis Sutherland, the battle of the blobs, but then I saw Fry last fight card, and it was like the most horrid fight I've ever seen in my life. Just like it wasn't the Bautista, but the other Bautista fight. Just held on, like full on hands held, just held on in defense. Like, okay, I'm a defender of wrestling. Maybe you don't see that like how I talk, but like I defend wrestling. Like I enjoyed the Makachev versus GDM fight. Like even though like I didn't like the Hamza DDP fight, but like I enjoyed it like in a technical level. But like Alan Fry's last fight was absolutely horrible, and also Peterson, like, I legit don't know what Peterson does. Like, oh, he's slow boxing, slow wrestling. So yeah, guaranteed. Like, this is like, if I see this fight book for like even a random Apex prelim, like I'm killing myself. But don't kill yourself. That's stupid. Okay. Next up we have Gutierrez versus Bogdan Grad. This is like going to a one-star restaurant and ordering like, oh, what do you want, sir? Do you want a boring point fight decision or a boring wrestling match? Like, okay, like Gutierrez, like known for his spinning backflips of doom and also being like extremely boring, like very low output, like extremely low output, like low output boxing, low output kicks. Like when you think of his fighting style, it makes you think like, oh, that means he's actually really good. But no, he's not like a Leroy Murphy. Well, like being boring doesn't mean you're good. Like he's straight up boring. Like when somebody puts on the pressure on him, he completely malfunctions. And Bogdan Grad, like a boring wrestler. Like he, like in the like Riley fight, he just like controlled him in the first round and got knocked out. So yeah, guaranteed. Like it is not fight's not boring. Then like all my bets are going off the window. Next up, Rafael Estevam versus Hyun Song Park. Like, okay, Estevam known for his absolute boring wrestling, does nothing, like no ground and pound. He does go for subs, like mostly guillotines, but it led to nothing, like really bad guillotines, especially in the Jesus fight in Hyun Song Park. I originally had this as Estevam versus Cody Durden, but the thing is, Durden is actually entertaining, and Hyun Song Park, yeah, I know he like goes for like good offensive grappling, but it's like trash defensive, like trash when he tries to defend like takedowns, like especially in the Tyra fight. But like you can make an excuse that oh Tyra is just that good, but you cannot make it in that as excuse against Bruno Silva. Like Bruno Silva, like he has good BJJ, but like not that good, and he got like completely outgrappled. So yeah, most likely Esteban's going to outgrapple him to a boring 3 round fist. Next up, Sadiq's dumbass versus Ryan Loaded. For some reason, the UFC loves this guy. I don't know, maybe they remind him of John Jones with all the felonies, but yeah, like so a Dumas fight will either be a boring wrestling decision or he gets slammed out, like the Alexei Shek, Ruzy Boy fight, and Loaded like lost all his fights, gets slammed out in all of them. Like okay, Bikoyev, even though that loss didn't age too well, but like Bikoyev has knockout power, but then he proceeded to lose against Naudiev, like in a way, bro. Like okay, but also Dumas like no knockout power, just like straight up wrestling. So yeah, I think this fight is going to be like maybe it could be a fun grappling match, but most likely not. So yeah, probably a boring wrestling decision, and most likely Dumas will get arrested, but not by the police, but by the entire fan base after this fight. I absolutely cook by how garbage this fight is. Like Trisha Pennington completely bought it. Most of his, but nearly all of her fights are decisions. Like okay, some of them are entertaining, but like 80% of them are not entertaining. Like this puzzle fight completely boring. And Loma Lukbomi, the odd makers are trying to like manipulate us, the fan base, to thinking she's good. Like no, she's not good. Like bad, bad wrestling defense. Like her Muay Thai is not even that good. Just like boring, slow pace. So yeah, guaranteed slow pace striking match. So yeah, or maybe Tisha makes up the grappling and maybe just like hard against the fence. Like yeah, like that. So yeah, I cook with this one. And also, if you think, oh, this is going to be the only women's fight, no. Next up, we have Raquel Pennington versus Norma Dumont. Okay, this is another boring wrestler versus a boring striker matchup. Like this fight was previously booked for Noche and it got cancelled because I think Pennington has personal issue, which is like we won't judge, but we will judge your fighting style. Like everybody forgot, every single person forgot she was champion. Which makes sense. Like her style very boring, just hold against the fence. The Bueno Silva fight, like worst title fight I've ever seen live. So yeah, and Dumont, like I feel like everybody knows that she's gonna be a top contender, but like okay, she used to be like entertaining on her like rise to the top, and then like her last fight was like very bad, very horrendous against Kalen Vieira. Like so yeah, guaranteed boring matchup right here. So yeah, that is the prelim headliner, by the way. So we're moving on to the main card. Next up, we have Mick Parkin versus Jalton Almeida. Okay, this fight has layers of garbage. First off, Parkin, like he's not deserving of this fight. He like your last fight was a loss against Taibuda. Okay, stop that. And of course, this fight is going to be boring. But like the thing is like, okay, like an Almeida fight, like of course not all of his fights are boring. Like it's either by submission or by like really boring blanket fist. Like, but the thing is, this is how to identify it, if it will be boring or not. Okay, if you are a good striker, he will wrestle you and will not try to be on the feet. But the problem is, if you're a really bad like grappler, he will just like submit you. But if you're like good, but if you have good grappling defense and also good like overall offensive striking, that means Almeida will like he will automatically like be boring because he don't want to risk anything. And also like and like that it applies to McParkin. Like he has average boxing and good enough wrestling defense. This therefore will make Almeida will go to the safe route and be a boring fight because he don't want to be on the feet and on the ground. He don't want to risk anything because Parkin has decent enough grappling defense. So therefore this is going to be absolute banger. When in banger, it's going to be absolute boring sludge match on the ground by Almeida using his ultimate powers of blanketing. Hell yeah. Next up, Matthias Gamrot versus Binion Darius. Okay, first off, this fight could be entertaining. But the thing is, I hate this fight. Okay, first off, I love both of these guys. We have Gamrot, like, I love, like, I mostly love him because, like, most people used to hate him, but like people understand, like him now. And that is, of course, I love, like, he's of course my uncle, my old uncle. I love him. Second thing, they fight each other. We already know what's going to happen. Like, even though it's most likely going to be entertaining, it's like we already know. And of course, and last thing, they should be fighting other contenders like Rezium, Manutoris. Like, come on, like the next fight, which is also like pissed me off personally. The next fight, which I'll show you later, like, yeah, even though this fight most likely going to be entertaining, like I made this fight specifically to piss off myself as the best matchmaker on YouTube. Like, if I see this fight get announced, like later on for like a random episode event, like I'm going full terrorizer mode, on like terrify mode, on like the entire city. Like, this how much I hate this fight. Like, let them fight other top, like other rising contenders. Like, seriously. And the reason why I'm so mad, because this fight just got recently announced. Renato Moicano vs Brian Ortega. Okay, this isn't like fully announced, but it's like heavily rumored. Like, come on, why is Moicano like keep ducking this rising contenders? Please fight like someone like a Ferez GM or like a Torres or like a client list. Why you keep ducking a lot of people? And Ortega, like, the thing with Ortega is that, okay, move to lightweight, I don't care, but why are you fighting someone rank? You lost your last two fight, and your last win is against Yair, which, like, okay, good win, but come on, don't make this fight, please, like, Moicano, like, come on. But could this fight be entertaining? Maybe, but when I mean entertaining, I mean Moicano is destroying Ortega. Like, Ortega, like he looks absolutely garbage, and the Aljo fight look bad in the Lopez fight. Moicano, I feel like people forget, man. Like he did more BST, which is a good win, more turner when he turned up the pressure. So yeah, I think, like, if this fight actually happens, which I hopefully doesn't, like hopefully the rumors are false, I think Moicano will like clearly win by like ground and pound, or like naked choke after like mauling him on the ground. So yeah, hopefully the fight won't happen. Okay, next up, co-main event. Okay, those last two fights, if they were announced, like, they might piss me off. But if this fight was announced, I will kill myself. But don't kill yourself. That's stupid. Like, okay, first off, Edwards, he shouldn't be fighting up. Of course, you lost 3 in a row actually. Bilal, Brady, and of course CP, Cheese Pizza. I mean, it's like you shouldn't fight up. Also Usman, like, even though, like, I don't think he should fight Islam, of course, but he also shouldn't be fighting down, man. Come on. So yeah, I hate this fight. Also, most likely going to be boring. Also, plus it's not boring. It's a useless rematch. Like, I just realized when I made this fight, I thought it's going to be a trilogy, but I forgot there's actually a trilogy, the fourth fight. So yeah, hopefully this fight like won't happen at all. Like, I don't want to see these guys fighting each other. Yeah, I actually had this originally as Edwards vs Bilal, but then I realized, oh, that could be entertaining, so I made this fight instead. Yeah. Okay, you might think, okay, that card was actually really bad, but at least we had the main event. No, of course not. What you see, we have Charles vs Max. No, that we won't have that. Instead, this will be for the interim belt. That's right, Max vs Charles. Like, Charles was suddenly pulled out from a shoulder injury last minute, so therefore, like, Dana White, he doesn't want to, like, oh wait, what? You want Armin to be the backup? Nah, bro, we're just gonna put interim fight. That's right, it's gonna be an interim fight, and therefore that means both of the winner will fight Islam, not like someone like Morales or Gary. No, this one of these two guys are gonna fight Islam. That's right, instead of just rising contenders. Yeah, of course, this means it's gonna be such a fun. It's like, of course, totally makes it for welterweight, right? Yeah, that's the whole card. So yeah, I really enjoy like making this video, like making the slides. Like, I feel like it's like really enjoyable, like, because, like, of course it's enjoyable to hate, of course. Like next video I already have some plans. So yeah, like, thank you to all like 5 viewers who's watching. Yeah, I see you, the 6 viewers including myself. So yeah, yeah, hopefully I can make the video like before like 3 days pass. So yeah, okay, thank you.